Hi guys, this is me. This is Rusty 78609 in Central Texas. It is April the 18th, 2016. It's about 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it's about 74 degrees and cloudy. Looks like it may rain. As you may recall, I full-time RV, have for 22 years, and I also go camping in a Prius a lot. Have done that for about 3 years. In fact, I've posted a lot of videos about Prius camping. And I was just going back over some of the videos to see if I'd missed any comments without responding. And I found one that was interesting that I felt like I should respond to because it's something that you need to be aware of. Now, it may not affect your camping at all, but it could. What it is, in a Prius, if you pull up and you stop and you power it off completely, okay, then you get in and you punch the little blue button or whatever color yours is, the start button, one time, you can sit there and listen to your car radio, and that's all you can do. I mean, the air conditioner won't be on. There will be no vent air blowing. It'll just be powered on so that you can listen to the radio only. And after about, I'm going to say 30 minutes, maybe less, the power will automatically shut off. And it does that so that you can't run the battery down. Same way as automatically cutting off the headlights so that you can't run the battery down. Now, how does that affect using the air conditioner and the heat when you're sleeping at night? Well, it doesn't affect that at all, because whenever you're using the air conditioner or the heat, you've actually got the engine on. And by that, I mean you have to punch that little button twice, or put your foot on the brake and like you're going to start the engine, because then the air will come out of the vents and so forth, and it'll run until you cut it off. And so you don't have to worry about it cutting off during the night while you're sleeping if you're running the air conditioner or the vent. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that because I know some of you probably have sat in your car with just the radio on for an extended period of time, or you could be in your car using somebody's Wi-Fi and charging your cell phone at the same time, and all of a sudden the power cuts off. Well, it does that when you just touch that little blue button one time without having your foot on the brake. Then you've turned on what they call the auxiliary power. And that's everything except the vents and the AC and all that stuff. But at night, when you're camping in a Prius, if you want to turn the air conditioner on, if you're sleeping and you say, "Oh my God, it's getting a little warm, I need to turn the AC on." Well, then what you're going to need to do, you can punch that button twice, and it'll whenever you feel the wind blowing out of the vents, you're in the right mode. Okay, if the radio's on and there's no air coming out of the vents, after 30 minutes the radio's going to shut off. But if you've got air coming out of the vents, and you can always hear the electric air conditioner motor running, it makes a whirring noise. You can't miss it. But anyway, that's I just thought I'd respond to that, and so that you wouldn't be confused about how to run the AC. Again, just experiment with it. It's just like whenever you're camping in a Prius and you're running the AC or the heat, it's just like you pulled up to a red light and you stayed there all night. Okay? That's all that's happening. The motor's still going to cut on. It's not going to overheat. How many times it cuts on in an hour or overnight depends on how new your Prius is and what how big a difference there is between the inside temperature and the outside temperature. A lot of variables, but it's not much. I mean, I want to say it cuts on maybe 1 or 2 times an hour. It depends. You won't notice it. It just runs for a few minutes, and at night, once you get into the sleep mode, believe me, you won't have any problems. So anyway, all you guys that are camping in Priuses, I hope you do enjoy it. And I had a comment about, do I have a list? Well, yeah, everybody's got a list, and I've talked about this before, and I'll mention it again. Take as little as possible. You're not packing to take a journey for you can always stop and pick up stuff along the way, and that is something that's hard for people to get in their head. In your mind, you're thinking, I'm going camping, so I've got to have everything I need. And that's true. There are some things you do need. You're going to need your glasses and something to clean your glasses with, and shoes and clothes, a few clothes, not many. And if you want to take some special foods to eat, that's fine. Something that you enjoy eating that you feel like you may not find anywhere along the way, then fine. Put that in. But by and large, you're going to see that as you travel, at least for me, I travel mostly in the western USA, and there are a lot of areas out there that are very sparsely populated, a lot of little bitty towns, and still you still run into there's Walmarts out there, there's all kind of little grocery stores and stuff. They may not be like you had at home, but they're there, and you can get just about everything you need, and you can always do what's called the Walmart rental program, where you buy something, and if it doesn't fit, well, you can always take it back. You got it. So anyway, enough said about that. Oops, I've never made a mistake before. No, I accidentally kicked my tripod. Anyway, again, this is Rusty 78609, and thumbs up to all you Prius campers. I hope you enjoy your Prius camping. I know I do. And thumbs up. Adios. Carpe diem. Seize the day. And bye-bye. This is Rusty. Igor signing out.